I don't really go on Facebook much anymore, but every time that I do go back on there, I'm quickly reminded why I'm not on Facebook much anymore. I keep my profile for a couple of reasons, mostly pictures and memories. I also keep it because on here, I'm in a little bit of an echo chamber, but over there, I get to see people that I grew up with who are just insane in the cult. And since I grew up with these people, it helps me to humanize them a little bit better, because people on here who just leave nasty comments, I can just be like, okay, that might be a bot, that might be a troll. Who cares what they say? But people over there, I used to toilet paper houses with. I used to talk them through like really bad breakups, that sort of thing. So at that point, it's easier for me to see them as humans that I grew up with before we ever knew anything about politics, because my generation largely did not pay attention to that shit. And I realized that I treat them a little bit different than I treat the other people on that platform. People that I don't know and I'm commenting on other people's things, I'm usually like, hey dipshit, your party celebrates Nazis. You are a terrible person. Get fucked. But the people I grew up with, I tend to be a little bit more humble with. For instance, this is somebody that I knew since kindergarten, and she really, really wanted RFK to be president. But then whenever he decided to drop out and become part of the cult, she decided to drop out and become part of the cult. So this morning she said, gas at a 4-year low. Egg prices dropping fast despite the killing of healthy chickens 2 months ago. America is winning, and the winning won't stop. Then she followed it up with, Doge is the best thing to happen to America in my lifetime. Now, if this is somebody that I didn't know, if I bothered to respond to them at all, I would have annihilated them. But since we had a long history, I decided to school her instead. I just kindly explained that Trump said that he was going to lower the prices of everything on day one, which was a lie. And the price of gas this week was the exact same it was under Biden a month ago in office. We are now in a trade war with most of our allies, and Trump's tariffs are going to make prices spike on everything by at least 25%. Inflation was on its way down, but now it's spiking. The stock market is tanking. Plane crashes are up 30% since Doge gutted the FAA. There are several countries gearing up to go to war with us because Trump is threatening to invade them. This one I had to go back and fix because voice text really screwed me on this. It originally said Trump is ethically cleansing the Palestinians so that he can build beachfront property in the Middle East. You know, he's cleansing them in a sustainable manner, which is not only good for them, but also good for the environment. And now looking at this, I realize that I've screwed up on the next one. Trump is trying to give Ukraine to Russia to appease his master Putin. I said to appease. I've got to go back and fix that now. And why does voice text put commas in places that they're not supposed to go? I have to go back there and delete commas all the time. Anyway, moving on. Elon has lost half of his wealth because Tesla is tanking, despite Trump's illegal commercial for Tesla on the White House lawn. Unemployment is spiking. Veterans and school children are being defunded to give tax breaks to billionaires. I could go on, but if this is winning, I would really hate to see what losing looks like. Now, she rarely responds to these, but if she does, she usually says something along the lines of, well, I'm sure it's still a much better job than what Biden or Harris would have done. And at that point, we would be arguing hypotheticals, which does nobody any good. Now, do I think that this is going to change her mind in any way? No, probably not. Is it going to stop her from posting this sort of shit in the future? Probably still no. But what I would like to believe is that before she posts the next thing, she thinks to herself, is this going to make me look stupid? Maybe I shouldn't post this. I know it's wishful thinking and probably pointless, but I still try it anyway. I may be falling into the Einstein trap of saying insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Am I insane? I might be insane.